The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Effective. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Line gets set, first down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Dart. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the double.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, Colorado 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Play number 9 on this drive. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
To the air, it's Dart. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Number 21 in the end
That
zone.
touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Pulls it in. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Mark out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Got his man on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Comes out throwing on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking to throw, it's Dart. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Give to the single back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ole Miss 14, Colorado 7.
Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
fair catch called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Finds his back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient...
Can anyone catch him? Puts him in the spinner, still running. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! They take the lead with the 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. 14. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Takes the handoff. It's Parrish. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's crease corn. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado 21, Ole Miss 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2. Well, it's obvious a field goal doesn't help them, and not much choice here but to go ahead and try to cash it in.
And I agree, Reese. I think you have to be aggressive here. You don't have a lot of opportunities left. We're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's time to go make a play. Even if you miss it, they got to go the length of the field. You can still be set up with good field position.
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth. Possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass, it's Dart. Firing to the right, complete. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Parrish. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Gets it out fast. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. To the air, it's Dart. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
He's going up top here late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard.
That's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team.